It doesn't matter how old you get. It never hurts less. So, a little update. I've been talking to the guy since early May, over 2 months, and we had a few dates, and I thought it went really well. We have everything in common. He texts me all day, every day. Same shared values, same life goals, same interests, really good banter. And he told me that I was smart and funny, and he told me that I was beautiful, which is the first time it's ever happened in my whole life. And we went on a few dates, and then we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of physical activity, and I guess he's been trying to convince himself to find me attractive because I had such a good personality. And I told him that I didn't think that he should have to convince himself to find me attractive, and that I'm happy with my body, and it's okay if other people aren't. And it's really hard. I know it's the right thing, and I do believe that. It just is never easier. When you're dating and you're plus sized, it never really gets easier. And I'm sharing this because I, of course, turned to my girlfriends, but I forgot for a minute that they're all very beautiful and thin, and they've never had guys on the internet or just in life to their face tell them that they were ugly before. And so I know that there's a lot of other people like me on TikTok, because I've seen a lot of you, and it's okay if it hurts. And you're not alone. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia, and maybe I'll meet someone.
She wrote in the video description, "Body positivity isn't always sunshine and butterflies. You're not alone. Hashtag dating plus size, dating over 40. That's because body positivity is one big post-wall feminist circle jerk, which tries to shame men for their standards. Just because large people are calling each other beautiful doesn't mean it's suddenly reality. It's what the men they want matters. Maybe he really liked her personality and saw potential that if she lost weight, he'd commit to her. So there was her shot at not being single, but of course she wants a man to accept her at her worst, while for sure she probably wouldn't accept an average guy. But why is she complaining? Feminists claim all the time they don't owe men a certain response. The guy let her down easy. Most females have no problem trying to embarrass a guy they think isn't good enough for them. They'll even post his low point on social media and call him thirsty or dusty. Wow. Top comment says, he was being honest and he was concerned of the health issues that come with being overweight. Health issues can take a toll on our relationship. Didn't expect that, but most females don't care about each other unless if they share the same trauma. Being plus size is a lifestyle, so she can easily change her fortune by simply stopping eating as much food and burning more calories. But she, like most modern women, don't want accountability. Another post-wall comments, couching their fat phobia in terms of being concerned is such an awful and gaslighting thing too. I am so sorry. To be honest, she's kinda right. The dude gave her a politically correct answer because he's not attracted to overweight women. Let's say a guy she turned down was broke, and he cried about her being a gold digger and she didn't really love him for who he is. Would you think these same females would tell him it's not her, but her? No. They'd call him broke and tell him to get a job, and justify her rejecting him. To be fair, women totally have the right to not date broke men, just like men totally have the right to not date overweight women. And of course, other post-walls will gas her up. That's a reflection of his character. He's the problem, not you. You're beautiful. OMG, no makeup and you're gorgeous. That's natural beauty. He lost out big time. Talk about big time. You'll find your person. I hate to break the news, but if she was beautiful, she would have been picked. Lying to each other doesn't change the reality that they're still single. It's the participation trophy syndrome, calling each other beautiful for no reason, having set them for failure and risen their expectations. It's a cruel joke. Another comment. I was small, then I got big, now getting smaller again, and the difference in the way men treat me is horrific. Apparently, it worked because she's getting healthier, and I'm pretty sure the quote-unquote horrific way men treated her was ignoring her completely. But these feminists think if all of society isn't catering to them, it's anti-woman.
And then like it's like right, like you know, but at the same time I don't know, because then sometimes it's like I like, you know, like you go and then but like.
Okay, so you're this? Yeah. But you want this? Yeah. Okay, so in order to get that, you'd have to do this.
Okay, can somebody explain dating over 50? It is so crazy compared to what it was when I was younger. I mean, I had a hard time finding anybody nice back then. Didn't do it anyway, but I'm sure I would have a hard time now. I'm pretty much just planning on staying single the rest of my life and taking my dogs on trips. Anybody else feel like that? If you do, or you have a way to solve this, put it in the comments.
Where I am right now with dating is like, I'm not like in the streets, but I'm on the sidewalk. I'm not inside. I'm on the sidewalk. Sometimes I like fall into the streets on accident, but I always make my way back.
I dress cute. I smile at him. I even winked at him 2 times. You winked at him? And all I get back is one fake smile.
Here are the top 5 things I learned from online dating in my 50s. Number 1, a man that says you're too much, God bless him, let him go find less. Number 2, some men will just freaking text you forever. Tell him I'm not looking for a text buddy. Hard no. Number 3, inconsistent behavior. No, thank you. That's a fuck no. And number 4, never ever settle for bad behavior. It only gets worse. Number 5, ghosting is a gift. Better now than 6 months from now. Go find your man, Neville Shadow. He's out there.
This message is for men over 40 and, you know what, men over 30 even. Y'all are looking toe up on the dating apps. As women make more and more money and we're not forced to be with someone for economic stability, guess what? We're going to be going for attraction. We're going to go for good sex. We're going to go for romance. All these things that we couldn't go for because we had to prioritize financial stability for the future of our children and to have a roof over our heads. We couldn't have our own credit cards 30 years ago. And while we were making ourselves look as desirable as possible, going under the knife, butchering ourselves to look good for you guys better be going in to get Botox, get that filler, fly to Turkey, get that hair transplant, go to the gym, get that facelift. Y'all are just sitting there bitching about how you can't get a girl to swipe right on you, but what are you doing about your appearance? And your dicks aren't working because all you do is watch porn. Please step up and do better.
Wow, this is pure projection. She's single because she went for pure attraction in her younger years. And I've got bad news for her. Those top 10% men that she claims she's going after because she's now financially secure doesn't want her because they can get younger women with less entitlement. And speaking about appearance, it looks like she's using a filter or makeup or both. Let's see what you look like without the fake up sweet cheeks. One of the top comments says, "Stay single, go fishing, and get a dog, men. This is what's out there." It's clear this female is putting down most men because she's only after the Chads and Tyrones. Unless if she's willing to pay a man, she thinks she'll get her back blown out just because she's financially stable. Which is laughable. Men don't care about the bank account. All they want is looks and good attitude, and to keep her legs closed. Another comment. Drizzle drizzle, don't settle for these vain women kings. The soft guy era troll is taking over all these dating videos. The female in the video responds to the comment, LOL, while all men care about is a woman's beauty. She just did a rant about how she only wants good-looking men. You can't make this shit up on how hypocritical these females are. Also, men have to work hard jobs and make the world run, so shouldn't they be able to get a woman's beauty to reward their hard work? That's one standard compared to this post wall, who wants a man to be good-looking, Probably tall, most likely successful himself so he can treat her like a lady. Probably player-like abilities because an honest, hard-working guy is boring to her. And a slayer in the bedroom because she mentioned great bedroom skills, which I'm willing to bet also means he needs at least 6 inches below the belt. Next comment. No, I was cheering, then noticed you're saying this with a filter. And the entitled post wall in the video responds, I use it for anonymity on every video. Can't break it now, sorry.
Stop the cap.
Funny how she has all the smoke for men being ugly, yet she has to use filters in every video. No wonder why she's single. That's why men are ditching these feminists all together to become a passport bro. Speaking about filters,
I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable.
damn, she still looks old with the filter. I'm sorry, most men aren't fantasizing about being with grannies, matter of fact. Unless it's your flavor. It would be embarrassing if they were seen going on a date with one. Give it up. Go knit a sweater for some orphans or something. It's over. You've had your fun 40 years ago. Your looks didn't last you, yet you, like most modern women, probably lived like there was no tomorrow. Game over.
I did a video a while back about dating over 50, and I really think it's worth sharing again. It's pinned to the top of my page. I'm going to read what I wrote that day. In reality, being over 50 and dating isn't as simple as it may seem from my own experience. Learning to incorporate grown children, grandchildren, extended family, elderly parents, and exes can be an enormous task. Finding someone compatible can even be a greater task. Simply wanting to share time with someone to enjoy life's pleasure isn't as simple as one may think. The struggle is real, especially for me. Not sure if it is for everyone, but know that if it is for you, that I am in it with you.
Damn, her voice is deeper than mine. No wonder why she's having trouble dating. Dudes might think she's trans like Bruce Kate Jenner. Some people say the deep voice is from smoking, other people say it's from giving BJs. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say maybe she was born with it, like a reverse Mike Tyson curse, where he has a high voice that you'd think a nerd would have. She thought after the divorce, she'll have her SEX in the city lifestyle with middle-aged, rich, handsome bankers, but now reality has hit. She can't even be a nutbuster behind the dumpster on a Tuesday. Sure, there are 70 and 80-year-olds who will date her, and great average guys her age would want to date her. But she still thinks she deserves the silver fox in his 50s, not realizing that man has his pick from 18 to 50-year-olds, and he probably cuts off the age limit at 35, let's be real. These men, especially the top 10% men who are over 50, don't want to be with women their age, because these females are bitter, jaded, and their skin is starting to sag and wrinkle. The top men over 50 are finally enjoying life and probably semi-retired after 30 plus years of hard work. Their investments are finally paying off, and so the young, hot, cheerful trophy girlfriend is the cherry on top.
So, I met this guy on a dating app, and he told me he was interested in a long-term relationship, and we instantly clicked. He started coming, taking me on dates. I introduced him to my friends. Everybody really liked him. They said he was super nice, super great guy. I met some of his friends. But like, there were some red flags. The love bombing. He came on really strong, but I just thought it's because we had a really good connection. Anyways, he slowly started to show me different signs of himself. Ghosting, not showing up to dates, and then coming up with these really elaborate excuses as to why. One of them, oh, I was in the hospital, my back really hurt. Another one, oh, sorry, my friend's mom had a heart attack. I had food poisoning. It's like, oh, okay, did the dog eat your homework? So I just started to back away from him. And the more I backed away from him, the more he pushed himself onto me. Like, he didn't want me to be with anybody else. He didn't want to let me go. And every time I tried to get away from him, he came back. It's like, no, things are going to change. I'm so sorry. This is what happened. I do this. And it's like he became totally like apologetic and, you know, telling me all the things that I wanted to hear. So anyways, it increasingly got to the point where I just couldn't take his lies. Like, I knew he was lying. So I decided I was going to break things off. He didn't like that. continually trying to message me. So, I was kind of like thinking, oh, maybe he is changing, because he was like, I've been going to therapy and I really think that you should give me another chance. I really want to make this work. You're the person I want to be with. I want to marry you. I want us to really start over. And so like he kind of was wearing me down a bit, but I hadn't allowed him back into my life. Fast forward, I get this weekend I get an email from his wife, and she told me, I've seen messages between the two of you, and I'm his wife. This man has been telling me one thing, living two separate lives. He's married with a 2-year-old. I didn't know any of that. And she told me there's many others, and this is a game for him. Come to find out he's a narcissist, and he is preying on women like me. This is dating in your 40s. This is what it's about. It has just been a really big eye-opener.
Of course he's taken, because most modern women only go for the men who look good and have a player vibe. Did she really think someone like that wouldn't be seeing or talking to other women? Yet again, these women would rather be conned by these men than actually be in a healthy relationship with a great guy. As she said, she looked past the red flags. She wanted to believe the lie. And now she's the so-called victim for picking a player and dropping her panties because he looked good. Not the fact that she didn't vet him carefully enough nor value other qualities like loyalty. A top comment says, "This is a big reason why I could care less about a relationship. I don't have time for games." Now that they're old, they don't want to play games. They actually want honesty. It's only a problem when it happens to them, not like they cheated on good guys or dumped them to be a part of Chad and Tyrone's rotation. Another post-wall comments, "Yikes, that's really too bad for you and his wife. Men like that don't ever change. He does not deserve to have you or his wife. Modern women deserve what they get, to get played. His wife was the one who committed to him, to lock him down because she knew that other women wanted him. Otherwise, she would have moved on. And what this double post wall in the video qualifies for is to be a lay with Chad and Tyrone. She could qualify for more if she lowered her standards, but she'd rather take the chance of getting played and used. Going through something like this now, inconsistent communication, always followed by the promise to change. Says he's not married, but I don't know. Just goes to show most modern women are always going after the top 10% men, and they wonder why they get cheated on, because those men have plenty of options.
You're not going to believe this. Even I don't. The part I don't believe is that I found myself in that situation. Here it is. Date number 2 with the gentleman. First date, he lives about an hour away, drives up here. We go out to a nice lunch, early dinner, 4 o'clock. So an early dinner. We had a nice time and a okay conversation. Nothing really exciting, but he didn't ask any questions about me. He told me a couple of things about himself, but he was perfectly fine, not saying anything, just eating, and then he wanted to come back to my house. He wanted to see where I lived. So we did come back to my house. We sat on my patio, and he didn't like the outside. He wanted to hang around inside, and I go home, so I graciously sent him home. Date number 2, he calls me and says, "I'd like to see you tomorrow. Are you gonna, is that all right?" I said, "Oh, well, I can shuffle my schedule around and I'll take the afternoon off from work. I don't get a lot of time off, okay?" So I did that. And I said to him, "Hey, there's a big event going on that's going to be really great here in my town. Would you like to go?" I was actually going to buy the tickets. They were very expensive too. And he said, "Oh no, I don't really feel like that. It'd be much too late. It'd be much too late when I get there for that." I said, "Oh, okay. Okay. All right." He got here in plenty of time to go to this event, hours before this event. And he got here and he wanted to hang around my house. And I said something about maybe go getting a bite to eat. And he said, "Well, I'm not really hungry yet." And so I thought, "Oh, okay. reasonable enough. So he makes himself at home on my sofa. He's got my remote control 84-inch TV, Roku. He's sitting here playing, having himself good times, feet up on my coffee table. And I just thought, he puts on some old cowboy movie, and I thought, I don't want to watch that shit. I don't want to watch that. What's up with that? So I thought, okay, well, I really don't know how to bring up this conversation. Like, hey, I really don't want to watch that. I'm not even the least bit interested. So I piddled and puttered around my house doing things. He had gotten up at some point and gone to his car to, I don't know, get his phone charger or plug something. I don't know. I was busy taking care of my household little projects that I hadn't had time to take care of now that I got an afternoon off. A little while later, I said, well, so I bring it up again. Let's go do something. Oh, I don't really feel like I just want to relax today. Well, in my head, the voice was screaming, go home and relax. Get off my damn sofa. But I didn't. My politeness kind of kicked in, took over. I don't know why. That little thing on my shoulder is always making me be polite because I don't feel like that. So that goes on. Another movie. I thought, what the hell? I putter around a little further, and I noticed that in my guest bathroom that something's different in there, but I don't know what. And okay. So because I'm puttering around the house, putting things away, and cleaning up, folding some laundry. I'm killing time here at my house, feeling awkward in my own house, feeling unwelcomed and out of place in my own house that I pay all the bills to. I pulled myself together, thought I'm overreacting. It's all in my head. I go in my ensuite, my bathroom in my private bedroom, and I noticed there is a toothbrush and an extra bar of soap in my bathroom on the counter. What in the hell? So I said, is that yours? Knowing it was. The damn cat didn't bring it in. And he said, oh yeah. He said, I was just going to stay over. He says, long drive. I said, it's only an hour. It's not a long drive. Date number 2. Oh, okay. No, I said, I that's not, no, we're not going to do that. You have wasted my whole afternoon off. I don't get a lot of time off, and I'm offended and put out that you have wasted my whole afternoon off. This is not a date. This is you being a bum. Hanging around my house, soaking up my air conditioning, playing with my Roku 84-inch TV, and watching my streaming channels, and eating snacks, and just hanging out, helping yourself in my fridge. Drank my last beer. I had one little beer in the fridge, just one. It'd been there for, I don't know, a few days, a week, month, hell, who knows. But got in the fridge, opened that beer, and told me, oh, you're out of beer. When he had said it earlier in the day, I didn't say it. I just thought, who in the F is he talking to? I'm out of beer. Like I was supposed to. I'd had all the acting polite that I could take, and I just let him have it. I said, you're rude. You don't have any dating etiquette. You don't have any house manners. And you don't. He said, well, I've got a good job, and the fuck does that got to do with me? I got a good job too. Was that? You have a job? That's what you got to offer, fool. Do you see this beautiful home and all these pretty things in it? Guess who provides them? Me. I got a job. Get the hell out of my house. Go home. Y'all, I'm going to be single forever. I am just sure of it. Y'all that are married, keep in mind all the good ones are married. Y'all take good care of them, okay? Congratulations. Take good care of them. But we who threw some out, we should not have thrown them out with the trash. No. We should have taken them down to the garbage incinerator and tossed them in there so that our counterparts wouldn't have to be doing this in the dating pool. I'm going to be single forever. It's a good thing I like myself. It's a good thing I enjoy my own company because I'm going to be single forever.
Sounds like the dude got his soft guy era in. Drizzle drizzle. What she's complaining about, she's strong and independent. What's sad is that she's over 50 years old and she's working, with little free time off. Guess she's wishing that she was a stay-at-home wife slaving over the stove now that she has 20 more years to work. Is that what you feminists call empowering? Having to keep the stress of paying bills every month and keeping your job because the corporation isn't married to you. After all, they can downsize, go bankrupt and lay you off, or outsource your job overseas. In the video description, she writes, #datingafter50, where are all the good men? At least she recognizes that the good men are with good women, or they've gone MGTOW, or gotten their passports, or banging out younger women. Top comment with over 20k likes says, please don't let anyone know where you live until you've been dating a while. Not preaching, just from experience. I found that odd. I'm pretty sure the bum is a Chad and she let him smash because I find it hard to believe she'd let a stranger in her house on a second date when she was figuring things out. He didn't ask any questions about me. Hard stop. Yet, it worked, because modern women are addicted to the chase or qualities that tell them the man has options. The so-called narcissist, which they all complain about all the time, is one for a reason, because these females are after him. It's not hard to have a god complex with a busload of females trying to be with him.
So I'm going through all my boxes of stuff, and I don't know about you, right, but as a parent, right, so all you young kids who are watching, okay, as parents, we keep these little treasures, right, of your life, or I have kept treasures, right, and this treasure is a number 2, because Charlie made it at kindy for his 2nd birthday, and it's so stupid, right, because it's just a piece of cardboard with a number 2 on it, but he's 18 and I've kept it all this time, and there's just so many little treasures that, like, you know, little things that he's made from when he was growing up, and got a Lightning McQueen candle, and it suddenly dawns on you that your life is going so fast. It is going so fast, and that he was just a tiny boy a minute ago, and now he's 18, and he's going off into his world and his life, and I'm 53 and I've got no idea what I'm doing in my life, apart from you know, traveling between here and home, here in England to look after my mum, and just going through stuff, and yeah, oh, it's a little bit overwhelming. I don't want to throw anything away, and I don't want to be reminded that my life is changing. I don't want to be reminded that my kid's fine without me. He doesn't need me anymore, and it's kind of like I've been made redundant from everything in my life. My husband doesn't want me anymore. My kid doesn't need me anymore. My cat's gone. Oh, yeah, just feeling sorry for myself today, I suppose.
Damn, even the cat is gone. Everyone has left her. This is the future for post-Walls, but at least she has a marriage and a family with a husband for a period of time. Most females under 30 today won't even get that. If they get pregnant, it's from a midnight nutbuster. Suddenly, the marriage she had wasn't so bad. But social media and modern women told her that if she does deserve better, and he's not perfect, only to find out she deserves nothing after she threw away a marriage. Just remember, 80% of the women filed for divorce, so if they're crying about being single, it's the consequences of their actions. Never feel sorry for modern women if something happens to them, because most likely they've done something similar to 10 other men. In this case, she left a guy like she did with many in her early 20s, only to find out her looks do matter. These females thinking it's a flex to sleep around with high-value men when all they have to do is say yes and stay pretty. So feminists, you can laugh at the soft guy era, MGTOW, and passport bros all you want, but without a man, you'll be crying yourself to sleep every night. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.